Good morning. Welcome back. So I got a little ahead of myself and I started cooking making the stuff from my bowl without talking to you guys. And I thought, okay, hang on, put the brakes on. Let me go back and do this. So this morning, I wanted to make sure to hit my protein target today. I've tracked my entire day and I needed some more protein in there. So I made sure to have a heavy protein breakfast. So what I'm going to do is a salmon and cottage cheese egg kind of protein bowl. And I had already started, I had weighed out my cottage cheese. This is 113 grams. I'd already weighed that out and I'd already put my little salmon in the air fryer, which is now done. And then I realized, oh, let me pause here. So basically I have obviously salmon, cottage cheese. This is my little microwave egg poacher. I'm going to poach 2 eggs, and then I have some cucumber, some tomato, some mixed onion. This is just red onion scraps and green onion. And then I have lemon for lemon juice and some of the everything bagel seasoning that I make. So this is the piece of salmon thawed in the air fryer. That was 8 minutes on 400, and it will be in the description as well, so you don't have to remember it. And then I have the cottage cheese, and I haven't used this microwave poacher in a long time. I remember how to do it, but I don't remember how long. So I quickly jumped on YouTube, and it looks like, depending on the wattage of your microwave and how cooked you want them to be, you cook it between an hour. Good grief. 1 minute 15 and 2 minutes. Now the gentleman, he took his out at 1 minute 15 and he was like, they're not cooked enough for me. So I'm going to let them cook for the 2 minutes. But then when he cut into them, they were like hard boiled eggs, which I definitely don't want. I am a runny yolk girl. So I'm going to put them in for 1 minute 30. I figure that's the good in between. And then I'll see if I need to do anything else from there. So basically those are going to go in the microwave now. And then you are supposed to let them sit for 1 minute after the microwave has stopped. That will give me time, because my onion's already cut up, that'll give me time to cut up some cucumber and tomato, and then I'll put everything together. So this is my partially started breakfast. All right, we're back for a midday nibbly lunch kind of thing. Breakfast was good, but 1 minute 30, way overcooked those eggs. They were hard boiled. So I think what I would do next time, because that was 90 seconds cooking, 60 seconds rest, so still in the hot water. I think I would do 60 seconds cooking, 30-second rest, and we'll see if that does any better. But it was still really good. It was just the eggs were definitely overcooked. Okay, I'm going to have like a little open-faced tuna melt. So 1 slice of dark rye bread, a packet of this lemon garlic tuna, and a Laughing Cow wedge. And I'm just going to put that together, put that in the air fryer for a little bit, get it all nice and toasty. And that's what I'm going to do as my little lunchy snacky thing. I'm going to do an ahi tuna bowl for dinner. And then I still had enough to do my yogurt and fruit bowl. So, that is the plan. Good afternoon, and welcome back to another day. Yes, I have paired this together with yesterday because I kind of hit a brick wall in the later afternoon, early evening, and I decided to lay down for a little bit And that turned into getting up, taking my night meds, and just going to bed. So it is the next day, and we're going to start again. Well, not start again. We're going to continue. So this is what I had planned for dinner last night. I was going to do an ahi tuna, sort of Hawaiian poke bowl. So for that, I have some what was frozen ahi tuna. This is the private selection brand from Kroger. Excuse me. The weather's changed a little bit and I'm all hemmy. All right, so those are already divided into about 4-ounce portions. I weighed it and it is 4 ounces, including the packaging, so it's going to be pretty close. Now, for that, I am just going to marinate that. I'll tell you about this in a minute. This is not part of that plan. I have some garlic paste and ginger paste. And then I have toasted sesame oil, rice vinegar, just the normal natural one, and some lower sodium soy sauce. So this is going to form the marinade for the piece of tuna. Then in the body of the bowl, I'm going to use Better Than Rice. This is the konjac rice. It's not that I'm avoiding other rice. I actually like this particular one, and I don't have to wait for it to cook. All I'm going to do is heat it up. Then my toppings for that are going to be some English cucumber, avocado, tomato, green and red onion. I have some pineapple. Oh no. Hang on, I just noticed I might have bought the wrong one. I might not be able to have this one. Oh no, I can. Okay. Sometimes when it's no sugar added, they add artificial sweeteners. And I can't have those. They trigger huge MCAS reactions. So, but this is just pineapple in its own juice. So that's fine. I don't know how I missed that. Normally I'm pretty good about catching those. Then I have Laughing Cow, which I'm just going to use in the place of cream cheese. Again, I'm not avoiding cream cheese. I just don't have any. So I have some of that. And I picked up some seaweed salad from Kroger. They have, my Kroger here has added the sushi bar and the popcorn bar. They still don't have like the olive counter or the soups or anything like that. So that will be the bowl. I'm going to marinate the ahi, and normally you don't cook it. You just let it sort of almost like a ceviche. So I'm going to marinate that and let that sit at least a half an hour. It just depends. I get distracted. We'll say between a half an hour and 45 minutes. Actually, I will set a reminder when I'm ready to do that. And then other than heating up the rice, it's just a matter of sort of trimming up everything else for the bowl. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, I picked up this elephant garlic. Isn't that cool? And I wanted to do the roasted garlic bulb. So you're basically going to clean that up, wrap that in foil, top it with a bit of oil and your seasoning, and then let that cook on, I think, a relatively low heat for an extended period of time. I have to look up what the actual directions are because I thought about it, but I haven't looked up the recipe confirmation yet. So I'll get that going. That can sit in the little, I'm going to do it in the air fryer oven because I can just put that on bake, and that will go for, I have a feeling the last video I watched on that, it was like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour 10. I don't know, but I'll let you know what the timing for that. And as always, in the description box, you will find any details for times and temperatures that I use, but keep in mind, if you have different equipment than I do or different wattage, it may take a different amount of time. All right, let's get this ahi cut up and marinating, and we'll go from there. I kept the bag to show you, and I just saw that on the counter. So this is, like I said, the private selection brand from Kroger. There, it says 12 ounces. There are 3 pieces in there, and I've just taken out the one. So it's just tuna and smoke. That's it. And they are 130 calories for 1 4-ounce steak. And then it gives you a couple of different options, grill, broil, or bake in terms of how you want to cook that. They have a little recipe on there. So yes, and I think these are normally, the 3 pieces, they're normally $8.99, but Kroger had them on sale for $6.99, so I decided to go ahead and do that this week. All right, so I've got that all cubed up and ready to go. And I just wanted to give you a couple of notes about ahi in case you've never used it. So this is one of those fish like salmon that you'll often see in sushi places where they do serve it raw. And if you are putting it with some type of acid like your vinegars or something like your soy sauce, that does give it almost more of a ceviche type thing, like when they do a shrimp ceviche and they will use lemon or lime with it. So it is safe to eat this way, although you can cook it if you want to. The other couple of notes is this particular one, this was sold as restaurant quality. There are different qualities or cuts of both the salmon and tuna. So if you want something that you're going to eat on the less cooked side, you're better buying a better cut to start with. Now, ahi should not smell fishy. If it is a good piece of ahi, this particular one doesn't really smell like anything. If you open it, especially if you're buying it from like the butcher center, if you cut that open and you get a strong whoof of seafood, that's probably not the best piece of fish to eat, and it's probably pretty close to turning if it hasn't started already. The other thing is it should be quite firm. So when I cut this up, you can see that this doesn't squish. It doesn't just smush between my fingers. And there are some fish and some cuts of ahi that you can get and you sort of smush between your fingers and it's just a mushy mess. That is not a good piece of ahi. You want it to be a firm body, especially if you're not going to cook it. Okay, that's it. Ahi lesson over. I am going to let this marinate. Alexa, set me a reminder for 30 minutes.
Good afternoon, Lisa. What's the reminder for?
Check on the ahi.
Okay, I'll remind you in 30 minutes, and follow up every hour until you tell me this is done. By the way, I'm working to better recognize people who talk to me. You're Lisa, right?
Yes.
Thanks for your feedback.
Okay, so alarm is set. And I will chop up my veg for the bowl, get that ready, and then look up the thyme for this garlic. Okay, so I have all my toppings cut up, and I have my garlic. I was going to leave it as a bulb, but it's a little old, and it came apart, started coming apart easily, and I was like, okay, that's fine. So I did look it up, and I was kind of right on both sides. If it was normal size garlic, then half an hour is what you want at 400. But this is elephant garlic, and same article specified if you're using elephant garlic, it's an hour, and then you open. So we're going to close this up. We're going to make a little parcel out of the aluminum foil. At the end of that hour, you're going to open the parcel and then let it cook some more to caramelize. And that can range from an additional 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how you want it. So we're going to see. I have it in a little pan because I didn't want the oil to be messy. Now, oil-wise, I remembered that I had some Parmesan and Basil olive oil I got on sale at Kroger. So I have just topped it with some of that, and I put some rosemary in there. So that is going to go into my air fryer oven, but it can go into your normal oven. This is going to go for an hour the first time. Alexa, set an alarm for 1 hour.
1 hour alarm set for 3:28 p.m.
Thank you.
You are so very welcome. Have a good Tuesday afternoon.
Apparently it's Tuesday. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there, let that cook, and the alarm for this should be going very shortly, and I'm just going to heat up the cognac rice, and then it will be time for lunch. Ooh, my alarm's going. So I just came in here and opened the top on this, and that looks so good. The house smells divine. So I'm going to put this back in for another 15 minutes open. Okay, the alarm went. It's been 15 more minutes. Let's see what we got. Yeah, now let's see if I can do this without burning my hand. So are they done? Oh yeah, that's very soft. Yay! And so this just has a bit of the skin on it. So I will turn this off, let it cool to the point I can touch it, and then we'll see about our soft garlic. Welcome back for dinner. I decided to do some snow crab legs and some mussels. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do as a side to that. And then I saw I have these little corn, vacuum sealed corn that are already cooked that I ordered from Wedge to put in my noodle bowls. And I haven't tried them yet, so I'm going to try one of those. The instructions on the back say to take it out of the vacuum bag and just microwave it for a minute, or they do give a boiling water instruction or on the grill. But I'm just going to zap that for a minute. Then I have some broccoli, which I'm going to have with some lemon herb butter. And I'll also have the butter and lemon juice on the crab legs. And then I think for the mussels, because these are just not in any kind of sauce or anything, they're just mussels, I am going to do some sweet chili mussels. So I've accounted for 3 tablespoons of sweet chili sauce for the packet. And that's it. I am going to microwave this, and then the snow crab and the mussels I'm actually going to do in the Instant Pot, and I will steam the broccoli. All right, we're back for the last thing of the night. Dinner was delicious. That was fantastic. Okay, so dessert or night nibbles, I'm going to have a peach yogurt with pomegranate, blackberries, and a tablespoon of lemon curd. And then that will finish me out for the night. See you tomorrow.